wore a goofy ass hat and had fucked up teeth in Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he's Dave Chappelle. He has that thought process that we can understand and be educated by. So, but anyway, the cat or what's his guy? Kevin Hart.
Cat Williams.
The roast of Kevin Hart, man.
Hey man, this was my favorite piece of entertainment in a long time.
So you watched the whole shit, the whole 3 hours?
That my phone sat right there, and I was moving around this bitch. That bitch went off too soon.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Real talk.
Have you watched roasts before? Like, is this that you like?
Do I seem like the person that watched roasts or not?
Can't tell.
I know, right?
I knew y'all wasn't gonna know the answer to the question. That's okay.
I feel like you would watch it, but then on the flip side, I feel like maybe you wouldn't like the people who are up for it.
No, I love roasts.
Okay,
since a small child.
So that makes sense.
Well, you're from Memphis. I mean, I think that's like a thing, right?
No, nigga, I'm from openness and humor and lack of sensitivity.
Okay.
My father is my father for real, bro. There's no the sensitivity that other people care about that prevents them from getting into a roast. I could never have it.
Not so sensitivity. I've just never roast. I think for the older ones that I've started to watch, I'm like, okay, I get it, but this is just beyond me. So I never felt like I resonated with any of the people. Me watching this roast would only be because it's Kevin Hart.
You know, Calvin, I'm there with you. I've never watched a roast before, ever. I heard the Tom Brady one even before this was really good, and I fuck with Tom Brady, so I kind of wanted to watch it. I kind of wanted to watch the Bieber one, but I just never got around to it. I wasn't compelled enough, didn't care enough.
Yeah, for me, it's jokes, check, conflict, check, uncomfortable people, check. I love it. Truth, check. Truth, check. We're saying the truth here today. I love this day. Wow. So that's how I felt about it.
About roast always is the truth.
Yeah, it's the truth. People are going to tell the truth. People's feelings are not going to get hurt behind it. I love that. So, yeah, I fuck with the roast.
What was your favorite part of the roast?
My favorite part of the roast?
Yeah.
The Rock.
Really?
The Rock.
The Rock is funny.
Yo, the whole roast, they spent the whole roast saying The Rock is not here.
Yeah.
The entire roast. So when he came out, I was truly thrown off. Mm-hmm. I was truly shocked. And then immediately I remember, oh, this is The Rock. Because the way he came out like it was a WWE
he came
championship.
out like The Rock, yeah.
Looking around.
I felt like a little kid.
Confidence on the mic. The audience loving it. Everybody went crazy. And then my nigga was really faded. So he was letting it go. He was letting it go.
He said he was drunk, but he didn't seem drunk to me.
No, he seemed drunk to me. That's how I am when I'm drunk.
Okay.
He was saying stuff and he was playing into the joke. He just didn't seem drunk because he was
composed.
He was very composed.
Yeah. He's a professional.
He's a professional performer. Bro.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
If you think that nigga never did WWE off the Slizzard, off the Terramana, you tweaking the game.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite part. The wife segment.
The wife segment. So
of The Rock. You didn't see The Rock's?
Oh, well, Nico, when he was doing the shit, when he was flirting with Shorty,
yeah. Like maybe, yeah.
See, that was
really bold.
That was my type of comedy.
He definitely had some moments there that were funny. I'm not a fan of like the gay, like let's play gay, like comedy. Like
you should watch more roasts. That's what happens at a roast. Gotcha. I noticed you didn't repost the thing where it said our commenters think we're gay.
Oh, I didn't even see you invite me on that. Or was that a link? I don't know. But.
Whatever. I'm me, and I know who I am fully, so I go there with you. Like, we'll go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That
humor.
Who's gonna suck you? I'm gonna do you first or me or you? Which one?
Yeah.
I can get there quickly.
He was like, so you saw it?
I didn't watch that.
He was like, suck my tit. Like it was, that.
Sit on my lap.
Yeah, that was not.
But yeah, that is what they do on the roast. And
My chocolate baby bird.
It doesn't matter. There was this somebody invited somebody to come and make fun of their. They were suing somebody. Don't worry about it. Leave. They were suing somebody due to a roast, and she's like, "Oh, she can't do this," and I'm like, "Well, the point of a roast is for them to come and embarrass them. It's coming to make a joke and a laughing stock of while we're building them up at the same time."
Yeah, I mean that's what it is.
That's not my favorite media, but I'm gonna watch the Kevin Hart roast. I'm gonna finish.
Yeah, I watched most of it. It was 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, that's typical. I mean, the gay shit is typical. Watch the Richard Pryor roast.
Okay.
Though it was true about Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah. Richard was definitely
Richard Pryor and Paul Mooney going back and forth on that shit, and Robin Williams going back and forth on that. It's a whole lot of gay jokes flying back and forth.
I liked Cat Williams. That was, I thought what he was saying was funny, but then I also liked the moment of them piecing it up. I don't know if that's real or not.
I think Cat was the least funny person there, which was shocking to me. That was shocking.
I feel like that has been the
Chelsea Handler was
deal
good.
for Cat the last few times I've seen him.
Yeah, he hasn't been super funny the last few times I've seen him.
I think it was more the shock that he was there.
Let's just stay on one person at a
that I
time.
didn't know about. I didn't know they were beefing like that.
Yeah.
That was news.
Kevin Hart and Cat Williams?
Yeah, I didn't know they had like a real.
Oh yeah, that was like.
I don't know how you could not know that.
That was the Shannon Sharp. Remember the moment Shannon Sharp had with Cat? That was largely about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I didn't think Cat's set was very funny, and I also didn't like that Cat left. I also didn't like that Cat didn't make fun of anybody else.
Oh yeah, everybody kind of was joking on everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see like the creativity of your joke versus the creativity of the last person's joke, because that's part of the sparring aspect of a roast. We're all gonna be joking on the same people.
Yeah.
Who's got the best joke?
Yeah.
We're probably gonna be playing off of the same characteristic about that person, but who has the most creative, insightful nuance on that humor?
Yeah.
So that's what I love about roast too. Kevin Hart on Cat though killed that shit.
Oh, see, was that after Cat went?
That was at the end.
Oh, see, I didn't.
You gotta watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I was.
You watched the clips, bro. You was looking for what the clips told you.
I don't know. I was watching most of it. Then I'm like, all right, bro. Let me just fast forward to. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
We got 8th grade graduation tomorrow. I didn't have time.
That was the and I think y'all sentiment is the sentiment of most of the people who I've heard. Most of the people I've heard have been black people, kind of either uninterested or upset with what was going on at the roast.
I think
because of Tony Hinchcliffe, racism, the George Floyd comments.
That was what I fast forwarded to after Chelsea Handler went. I was like, okay, where's this shit at? So I go to Timothy.
You're looking for the outrage.
I go to the Timothy guy. I mean, I knew we were going to talk about it today, so I'm like, let me.
Tony.
What you said?
His name is Tony.
Tony?
Oh. He said I went to the Timothy guy. Tony
Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
My bad. So yeah, I went to his bit.
It's the big honor to be able to be a part of a roast. That was mostly my thing. Like, wow, he's big enough to where he qualifies for a roast.
Who, Kev?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told
thought
you.
that was a
Finish your
beautiful
statement.
thing. Sorry.
Finish your statement. You went to the
what I
homie.
said.
You were telling the story.
Oh yeah, I went to his part. To see the joke, to see his bit. I wasn't really familiar with him prior to this, but they kept all making jokes about him being racist and him being racist or whatever. And
so the reference point is he did a Trump rally during the last election.
okay.
And during the Trump rally, I think the joke was about Puerto Ricans and how much trash they have there. And that's racism.
Yeah, they were like, okay, they was killing bro the whole time.
Yeah.
They were talking about he burns crosses and they was saying all type of shit about bro. He doesn't like Jews, and I was like, damn, like who is this guy? So then he was embracing it, you know, he was whatever.
Yeah.
He does his bit, and then I mean, the only thing I remember is the George Floyd. He ended with the George Floyd joke, which I was like, like it was cringe. Like people were saying shit that was like, obviously it's a roast, so you're supposed to dig,
Cringe.
like you're supposed to say harsh things. Like that's the point of it. But out of all the harsh things I heard, because they were talking about Cheryl Underwood's husband that killed himself. That was, you know, whatever. But the George Floyd shit was the only one where I was like, it wasn't funny to me, and then it was kind of cringe.
So the George Floyd shit wasn't that funny. And you do get to that point. The joke itself was, like, I don't even remember the joke. The joke was basically like George
Kevin
Floyd
Hart
is
he's made black people incredibly proud. I'm sure George Floyd is looking up from the grave and he can't breathe.
He can't breathe.
He's laughing so hard he can't breathe.
He's laughing so hard he can't breathe. Yeah, I don't find that joke to be that offensive. I just find it to not be funny at all.
I found that to be deeply offensive.
Yeah, I don't really understand offense, to be honest. If it's not like personal or actually reaching into your tomorrow, I don't really get the point of offense personally. So I'm never the measuring stick of offense. And if something is not offensive to me, but I imagine it might be offensive to somebody else, I immediately stop caring. Like, it may be offensive to them. Like, maybe, but maybe not. I don't fucking know nor care. So a lot of people are mad at that. Like you said, it's offensive. But again, but they're also mad at Kevin Hart behind it too. Because they want him to have control of the situation a little bit more. And again, I like people who do things in real life. So the reason why the roast, the advantage of having Tony Hinchcliffe there is he went this far so everybody can go this far. Right? If he went this far, everybody can go this far. Mm-hmm. And so again, Tony Hinchcliffe, what's the name of the host? I forgot the host name.
Shane Gillis.
Shane.
Did I say his last name?
What
wrong?
You talking
Gillis.
about?
Gillis.
Yeah, Shane Gillis. Their whole job was to keep saying fucked up things so everybody else doesn't seem so fucked up when they start to talk.
Yeah. And I think that's what they were instructed to do.
100%.
Because Shane was up there like, hey, like, I was told to be racist today. Like, he said that.
And then niggas was on the thing like, no, bring that joke back. They were looking at the thing, taking a long time to like, I'm going to say this. So the producers would move on to the next joke.
Yeah.
Then the host would be like, no, bring it back.
Yeah.
Like Draymond did that a couple of times. Like he took a little long to say the joke. He said, no, bring it back. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
And then he said it.
Yeah.
So we had Chelsea Handler getting shit on.
Might have been my least favorite part.
He had that one joke though. He said I don't hit threes though.
Yeah, but that was funny.
So Chelsea Handler getting hated on for being a whore and a prostitute and a promiscuous woman. We have a few comedians up there. Naeem, Jay getting hated on for being unsuccessful comedians, hangers on for Kevin Hart. Kevin is getting hated on for being a whore. Never saying no, being a little guy, not being funny at all. That was the main joke about Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he used to be funny.
No, that wasn't. They didn't say that. Man.
Somebody said he used to be funny.
Maybe one person.
Yeah, I think Shane said that.
The main joke was that nigga is not funny and none of his content is humorous nor good, nor quality. So that's where I be.
Him losing out on the Oscars.
Then we got Pete Davidson looking like a black guy, him fucking a lot of chicks. Then we got Lizzo up there getting hated on for being heavy set, losing weight.
Nobody made fun of Regina Hall though that I saw.
She must have wrote that down
like,
in the contract.
And I was like, does it even land well when you make fun of a black woman? Like that's attractive. Like it worked on Cheryl Underwood. Not saying she's unattractive, but They were making fun of Cheryl Underwood. Nobody in Lizzo. Nobody made fun of Regina Hall. I just want to make that distinction.
There was one joke that got at Regina Hall. That joke where Kevin, did you see the Kevin Hart set?
Seems like he was at the end. I gotta go back and watch.
So yeah, Kevin Hart, couple jokes that I really enjoyed. So The Rock hit on Chelsea Handler, and he was like, Chelsea Handler always talking about how marriage is out of style now.
Yeah.
This is for everybody. You know what's really out of style? Dying alone.
Yeah.
That's for the whole. Whoever's not finding somebody worthy to submit to. Man, woman, child. Die alone, nigga.
That's how we started this shit. Oh, Drake. He said my mom's favorite. My mom is 76, and her favorite line that hit me with is, "Who the fuck
wants to be 70 and alone?" That's real
that
shit.
Was real, Drake. Get back to that, dog. Tell us how your mama doing.
And then Kevin hit the same joke. He was like, I'm not going to talk shit about all of these beautiful black women up here. Y'all don't know what these women go through. Not a single one of them has a man. And then I looked across the stage, and every woman up there does not have a man. Like, it literally was like, damn, that's actually a fact. That's weird. But that's actually a good thing. So
that should be going.
Let's praise that shit.
So I mean, out of the roast that you've seen, like where does this rank?
This was up there. I mean, it was a good roast, and it was. This is what I'll say. This is the most I've enjoyed Kevin Hart in a long time, and again, y'all can double check me now that I do a podcast. Everything's gonna line up. I don't like Kevin Hart because he's always playing it safe. Everything the nigga does, nothing he does is funny because he is super safe. I'm over here. That nigga said, yo, Chase. That nigga said, hey, Walmart. I think it was a great show.
Yeah, I fuck with Kevin Hart. Like I say, yo, he's legendary. You know, I think he is funny.
Yeah.
And I think the question that we had here was like, is there a such thing as too far in comedy? Like, or is
yeah, there is. Because if I make a joke about you and it's too far, like I'm imagining if I were joking on you, I could go too far. If you were joking on me, could you go too far? No, because I'm gonna go further. You know what I'm saying? So it's dependent upon the audience and the person.
Okay.
You can't
the roast made Kevin go further than he would normally go. Gave him the
100%.
his set.
I mean, he straight up said it. He said, "Look, guys, sponsors not gonna be safe right now. Turn that shit off. About to do this other thing." And then he did that, and he was funny. He got on top of people's heads. He said things that you're not supposed to say. He used curse words.
He always cursing though.
He had insights. Well, you did pick the lowest hanging fruit there, so that's true. He does always curse.
So
is he always funny?
Always, nobody's always funny. Dave
but he does
funny?
Always curse.
Dave's not always funny. Somebody had a joke about that. He was like, "Damn, Dave, saw your last special. Can we get some jokes?" Hour-long speech, 20 million. So, I mean, my question is, the jokes about somebody dying, or like, is that too far? Or
no? Obviously,
race is not that's always going to be used as a joke, and it's usually pretty funny. But
mainly by black people.
Black
people are the main people who joke on race.
Yeah, we make fun of white people and other races. Yeah,
quite a lot.
And then
we either make fun of white people or black people.
Or black people, yeah. But when black people make fun of black people, it's funny.
Either way.
Funnier than when white people make certain jokes about black people.
To you.
In my opinion, yeah.
Definitely.
Gary Owen does a really good job joking on black people. He's married to a black woman, right?
He used to be. Or is he back again?
I don't know.
I think he just got remarried.
Some people, it lands differently, right? Like you said, depending on the audience.
Pretty soon we're going to be saying Gary Owen divorced a black woman.
That's
not good for him.
Or performer. But, yeah, so I guess some of the controversy was about Cheryl Underwood. They were talking about her husband that committed suicide.
She was cool with it.
Yeah, she said she was cool with it. I never knew that her husband committed suicide till this roast. But,
why would you? What do you know about Cheryl Underwood? That Cheryl Underwood got up there. She said, "You know you want to fuck this big black pussy."
Whoa.
I said, "Whoa." Cheryl. I'm glad you're with the jokes.
Jesus.
Like, and that's what I fuck with. Like, I like people like that. I don't like the sensitive, like, oh my God, you just really went too far and now we need to review it. Look, nigga, I'm going to go further tomorrow. So
And
you might not want to be around me.
I guess the last thing I'll say is I fuck with the roast thing because in today's society where it's like we're so politically correct and so sensitive, like, yeah, I'll do like a space where niggas could just say whatever, like, type shit. I like that. We need that. And especially in comedy. I mean, yeah.
Shit,
So.
in every realm of life, bro. If you can't speak truth to your neighbor, y'all not neighbors, bro. Y'all are pretend friends that are never gonna do any business together. So yeah, I love shit like that because again, it opens up pathways of truth. Bro, here's a new